Undisputed. I'm Jenny Taft, and joining me, as always, Skip Bayless, Shannon Sharp. How you guys doing today?
Doing good, but it's springtime.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean how you dress?
Yeah, you see this right here, Skip? I got tired of it the last 11 weeks wearing Lululemon.
Really?
Hey, Lulu, y'all need to send me Jenny and Skip something. But anyway.
That looks really good.
That look good, yeah.
It looks a lot better than what you had on yesterday.
Oh.
How are you, Shannon?
I'm good. I had my Walter on yesterday. That was my Walter.
Every single day. We just get a little fashion in the show, always. Both of you guys look very good, and we have a packed show, so let's get to the latest with NASCAR. It took just 2 days for NASCAR to ban Confederate flags from racetracks after driver Bubba Wallace said it was the right thing to do in an interview on Monday night. Last night, Bubba said bravo and props to NASCAR for getting it done. Shannon, are you surprised NASCAR acted so quickly to ban the Confederate flag?
I am not, Skip. I think the thing now, especially in the current climate, I don't really think they had a choice. Now, Skip, I believe there could have been pressure on NASCAR to get rid of this Confederate flag a lot earlier. If their broadcast partners and every major network has had the broadcast rights to NASCAR, CBS, NBC, and currently on Fox. Also, you have to look at where their sponsors are heading. Look at how strong they're coming out against racism, saying Black Lives Matter, and saying they're going to be more inclusive. So I don't really see a choice that NASCAR really had in this matter, Skip. But I will commend them on this. It is very hard to do something that's unpopular. With their fan base, this is a very unpopular decision. Now, Skip, I know you don't really look at Twitter, but if you look at when they posted that on Twitter and look at some of the comments that they had up under that, it will let you know that a lot of people are not happy about this transition. That Confederate flag.
A lot of NASCAR fans.
I'm
sure they're not.
Yes.
Yep.
But, Skip, it makes no sense to me. Now, there's no question in my mind, had they won the Civil War, that would be the flag, unless we had to go to war again. Skip, that was going to be the flag. Because they were more proud of that flag than they were the actual, because the American flag, for them, it didn't stand for what it supposedly stood for. Okay. And I was thinking about it, I was like, hold on. And you hear people say, well, it's a source of pride in its heritage. They don't fly the Nazi flag in Germany, Skip. It's a part of history, isn't it? It's a part of history they're not proud of, but they don't display it. And you don't get to catch the L and then fly your flag everywhere. South, you caught the L. Take it down. And I'm glad NASCAR did that, Skip. And plus, Bubba Wallace, I think him coming out as strong as he was, he's the only full-time, in a very long time, Black, African-American, whatever he identifies as, that drives NASCAR. Yeah. And Skip, I'm sure it probably made him feel very, very uncomfortable to go there and to see that and to know what that flag represents. So I will commend NASCAR on that, because this was a very unpopular decision given the demographics of their fan base. So a lot of people identify with that flag. And in the South, in some places, that flag is more prominent than the American flag. Yeah. So for them to do that and says, you know what, the time is right. But Skip, given the current climate, I don't really know if they had a choice in this matter, considering the broadcast partner and considering the sponsors and what they're saying and what they're doing. I really don't know if they had a choice, but I'm sure it's still very difficult given the fan base. It kind of like, Skip, with the kneeling protest. A lot of the fan base of the NFL didn't like the kneeling protest during the anthem. Mm-hmm. And so that's why the NFL, so if the NFL had doing what they're doing now, which would have been unpopular back then, they would have been lauded. But now, even though they're doing it, I'm going to give them a little credit, Skip, even though it's it's never too, and I'm a firm believer in this, Skip, it's never too late to do the right thing. Oh. Should it have happened earlier? Sure, absolutely. I think everybody could have did it. For the most logical and rational and prudent people, say, yeah, this should have been happening. Yep. But it's happening now. Mm-hmm. It's the right thing to do, and I'm glad NASCAR did it.
So, I hear everything you just said, but still, I was shocked it happened that fast. I thought it might take a few days. I thought maybe it'd even take a few weeks. Obviously, they are risking, as you just pointed out by the comments you're reading, they are risking alienating a pretty good chunk of their fandom, a large segment.
One of the truck drivers says he's retiring. Says, I don't want to be a part of this. He's like, I don't really care about the Confederate flag, but you should be allowed to fly whatever flag you want to fly. He says, I'm not. So he posted that he's selling everything.
So I was so proud of NASCAR because it didn't take an hour. And it was like, no, boom, done, over. Now, I will point out that the previous chairman of NASCAR, Brian France, back in 2015, he tried to pull this off then. So he was a little ahead of the curve in a great way.
Right.
And so 5 years ago, he said, let's make a policy banning the Confederate flag. And they instituted the policy without any